Hello Claremont Club members, it's Julie from the weight room and group exercise. We're going to do a senior chair workout video today. Okay, it should take about 15 minutes or so. You can always bump up the sets or the reps if you'd like to, but we're going to go through the basics today. So what do you need if you have them? A can of something. We've got enchilada sauce and tomato sauce today. And if you have like a paper plate, it would be helpful. A small towel would also work, but these are optional right here. But you need to have something that you can lift up and over your head. So we're gonna start and just warm up our hands and our wrists, okay? So we're just gonna start here, sitting up nice and straight in the chair. We're just gonna open and close our hands about 10 or 15 times just to get some of the blood flowing. Hope you're all doing well. We'll be done with this soon. All right, so there's about 10 or 15. So now we're gonna take our wrists and we're gonna rotate them out. As big a range of motion as you can manage. Still sitting up nice and straight. And we're gonna do about 10 reps. This is my dog Dodger. About 10 reps out. And then we're gonna reverse the direction and we're gonna go back in about 10 times. And we're gonna do that twice in each direction, okay? So 10 outside, just warming up those wrists. And then 10 inside. So again, keep in mind, you can do these things for 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets, whatever you feel like you're capable of doing. It's all good. All right, so now we have our wrists warmed up. We're gonna work on our legs a little bit. So you're gonna sit up nice and straight in your chair, your back is up, your head is nice and straight looking forward. We're gonna focus on our feet right here and our calves. So we're gonna start with single leg calf raises. So keeping your toes on the floor, lifting your calves up as high as you possibly can, and alternating sides. We're gonna do about 10 on each side. I think this is about 7, 9, 10. All right, now we're gonna focus on the right leg only. We're gonna do 10 here. 4, 5, all the way up so you feel that calf muscle starting to work. 9, 10. All right, let's hit that left leg. 6, 8, 10. Now, the next progression is we're gonna do them together, okay? So we're gonna go up and down, lifting those heels up as high as you possibly can, and we're gonna do 20 reps here. Okay, that's 5 in, we're a quarter of the way there. I tend to count on my fingers. That's what you see me doing here. Halfway. Starting to feel it here. We got 5 more to go and then we're gonna do a hold, okay? So make sure you're still sitting up nice and straight. All right, here's number 20, hold it. Squeeze your calf muscles as tight as you can. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it a little bit longer. Give me 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, there you go, take a rest right there. So anytime you guys need to take a rest, grab a drink of water, it's all good, go right ahead. So the next exercise that we're gonna do are sit to stands. So if you can do these, that's fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and cross our hands right over our chest, still sitting up nice and straight. Your feet are gonna be about hip to shoulder width distance apart. You're gonna put your weight in your heels, and we're just gonna stand up and sit back down. So the goal here is to not plop or collapse back into the chair. Okay, you wanna lower yourself, slow and controlled, coming up and down. just like that. So that's 4. I think you guys get the idea. We're gonna do about 10. Okay, now if you need a modification on this one and you're unable to get all the way up or down, we're going to just do a little hover over the chair. But still, you wanna make sure that your back is nice and upright doing this, your weight's in your heels. Okay, so if you need to hover, you can keep your hands right by the side of the chair. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna come up a little bit and stay right above that chair for just a second, keeping your weight in your heels, okay? Booty back. We don't wanna get down like this. We wanna stay nice and up. So if you can do that, that would be fantastic. All right, so 2 sets there of 10 to 12 reps. Our next exercise are seated hip marches. So we're gonna sit right here. Now, if you need to keep your hands on the chair, you can do that. All we're gonna do is lift that foot up, okay? We're gonna alternate. Still sitting up nice and straight. Getting it done. Beautiful day to be outside. So we're gonna alternate for 10. That's number 8. All right, so now we're gonna do 10 just on the right. 1, sitting up straight, abs pulled in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do that left leg. Got to thank my video specialist here, my 15-year-old son, Ryan, giving him something to do during quarantine. Hey, we have 2 more here. Very good. All right, so now take your paper plate if you have it. If you don't, that's okay, or a towel. We're gonna do some seated heel slides. So Ryan, make sure you can get my foot on here, okay? So again, still sitting up nice and straight. You're gonna put your heel on that plate, okay? You're gonna flex that foot so your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Sitting up nice and straight. You're just gonna push that heel out. I think on the concrete out here, this doesn't work so well for me, so I'm gonna get rid of the plate. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna slide my foot forward and backwards, always keeping the heel in contact with the floor. But again, still sitting up nice and straight. Try not to lean back to do this. Okay, we want to stay nice and upright. So we're hitting your hamstrings here, okay? A little bit of glute muscles. We're gonna do 2 more on this leg. And then let's go to the left side. So reset yourself, make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. We got this. Let's go. Left leg out and in. So remember, your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling, sliding that heel right along the floor, sitting up straight, smiling. You know we'll be done with all this business soon. We're getting there. Okay, we got 4 more on this leg. 3, 2, 1 more. All right, so you can always pause the video here and you can do a 2nd set or even a 3rd set, whatever you feel like fits with your ability. So now we're gonna move on to our seated shoulder press. So we're gonna take whatever you've got. If you have some weights, if you've got some cans, if you've got some rocks, whatever works. Sitting up nice and straight, pull your feet back in towards your body a little bit so your weight is flat on your feet, your whole foot is on the floor. We're gonna take these, there's 2 different ways that you can press. You can have your palms facing your body and just press them straight up, okay? So we'll do 1 set just like this, just pressing straight up. And again, still sitting up nice and straight, that good posture that our parents taught us, right? We're getting there. All right, so I think we have about 4 more like this, keeping our palms in. 3, 2, one more. Very good. Now, if you need to rest your arms for a second, you can do that. If you need to grab something heavier or something lighter, you can definitely do that. When you're ready to go again though, make sure you're sitting up nice and straight, and we're gonna turn our palms forward this time. We're gonna go 10 here, okay? Good. So pushing straight up towards the ceiling, push your hands up to the air. Good, there's 4. Working those shoulders, sitting up nice and straight, keeping your abs pulled in. Good, 2 more. One more. Excellent. Good work. All right, so again, you can pause it here, 2 sets, 3 sets, whatever's challenging for you so you feel a little bit of a burn. Our next exercise is going to be a seated torso twist. Okay, so I want you to pay attention on this one a little bit just to make sure that we get the breathing right. So for me on this chair, I kind of like sitting on the edge a little bit. I'm going to bring my hands up, resting my fingers gently on the back of my head. I'm not pulling on my head, still looking straight up like I have something resting on my head that I don't want to fall. So I want you to think about the breathing on this one a little bit, okay? We're gonna inhale here. We're gonna exhale and twist. Inhale back, exhale, and twist the other way. Inhale, exhale. So always inhaling on the way back in and exhaling on the outward motion. All right, so got to check yourself, okay? Make sure that those elbows are nice and wide. We don't want them coming in at all. Want them nice and wide. Exhale and twist. So you're turning your head. Again, we're not looking for a huge range of motion here. We're just looking for something to kind of loosen up the torso. So inhale, exhale on the twist, inhale, exhale on the twist. And we've got 3 more in each direction. So twist, exhale and twist, exhale and twist. Again, so your head should be turning with your body, and 1 more. So if you need to pause it here and do a second set, you can certainly do that, even a 3rd set if you'd like. So now we're going to do some modified leg lifts, okay? There's a couple of different versions on these, so you can still sit on the edge of the chair, and we're going to start with the right leg. So having your hands on the handles of the chair, or if you don't have handles, you can always grip down here too. But I'd like you still to be focusing on your posture, sitting up nice and straight, pulling those shoulders back. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna extend the right leg out and point your toes. And we're gonna lift and lower, and lift and lower. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 on the right. There's 5, I think. 6, 7, 8, 2 more here. 9, 1 more, we got it. 10, very good. All right, let's do the left leg. So again, check your posture, sitting up nice and straight. Straighten that left leg out, point those toes, lift and lower. So one of our tendencies is to kind of round our shoulders on this one because we're starting to feel it right here in our quad. I still do want you to really focus on your posture, sitting up nice and straight, letting the muscles do the work here. Okay, we've got 2 more here, 2 more. 1 and 2. Very good. Now, a more challenging one here is putting your legs together, okay? We're gonna extend them out, and again, still focusing on that posture. You're gonna need to get a little bit of a better grip on your chair. We're gonna lean back, lift, and lower together. So this is gonna work your core a little bit more. So you have choices on these exercises, okay? I kind of like to do this one as a superset, which means alternating back and forth between these 2 exercises. So we've got 2 more here to get to 10. 1 and 2. Very good. All right, so we have 2 exercises left to do. So I'm gonna turn my chair. And so you wanna make sure that your chair is up against something stable. You could also do this on a bathroom sink, a kitchen sink, anything like that. But we're gonna do a modified plank. So what that means is we're gonna do a plank where our hands are a little bit more elevated. So I'm gonna come down onto the chair, making sure my shoulders are right over my hands, and extend my legs out, keeping my body in a nice straight line. So if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you're going to lower your hands a little bit lower on the chair. However you want to do that. What we don't want is your butt to be way up. We want your body to be straight. So if you've got a timer or somebody who's willing to help you, see if you can hold it for 30 seconds or 45 or a minute, however long you can do it. So stay with me here. Okay, we're gonna do about another 15 seconds. We got this. About 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right, our last exercise is a modified burpee. And again, we're gonna use that chair. Okay, normally a burpee, we'd be jumping down to the ground, but for this, I think we're gonna just stay up on the chair. So we're gonna stand right next to the chair. We're gonna come here, okay? Extend one leg out, extend the other. You're back into that plank position, walk it in, and stand up. Here, here, here. Now, could we make it more difficult? For sure. Hands here, jump out into your plank, jump back in, stand up. Let's try that one more time. Hands here, bending down, jump out into a good plank, back in, and stand up. Could you make it even more challenging by putting your hands down lower? Absolutely. So this is the end of our workout. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Remember, it's up to you on how many sets and how many reps you want to do. If you haven't been doing much, 1 or 2 sets of 10 reps or so is plenty. If you're normally pretty active, then bump up your sets and reps. Anyway, hope to see you guys soon. Again, my name's Julie. I work in the weight room and in group exercise. Stay strong. Thanks, TCC family. Bye.